for a statement from the Chairperson, Departmental Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding the utilization of the Fuel Levy Fund. Honorable Donya, in a statement, indicated that even though 80% of the fuel levy is sourced from the road users, the condition of most roads across the country remains poor, characterized by potholes, inadequate drainage, and stall projects. Honorable Speaker, the Honorable Donya therefore sought the following information. One, a report on the total collection of and the use of fuel levy for the maintenance, rehabilitation, and development of the country's road network over the past 3 years, including the details of the specific roads. Steps implemented by the ministry to ensure transparency and accountability in the expenditure of the fuel levy fund, the criteria used to prioritize road maintenance and construction projects funded by the fund, measures put in place to ensure timely completion of the projects funded by the fund, and the status of disbursement of fuel levy fund between the national government and the county governments, and whether county governments are sufficiently funded to maintain the roads under their jurisdiction. Honorable Speaker, the committee received a written response from the Ministry of Roads and Transport on 26th, and now wish to make as follows. Regarding the total collection and the use of fuel levy fund for the maintenance, rehabilitation, and development of the country's road network over the past 3 years, including the specific details of the roads that have been done, the ministry submitted a whole table list, Honorable Speaker, which has been presented to the questioner. I just wanted to note, Honorable Speaker, that in the financial year 22-23, 82.8 billion shillings was collected, 23-24, 77.1, in 24-25, a total of 112 billion collected, and it's estimated that in 25-26, a total of 113.6 billion will be collected. The honorable member may go through the list of the projects in the response that has been given to her. However, Honorable Speaker, would like to bring to the attention of the House of the fact that the High Court in Nairobi issued interim conservatory orders on 19th August 2024, directing the Kenya Roads Board to freeze and withhold RMLF funds collected in the financial year 24-25 to the extent of 10,522 million to be allocated to the county governments. In compliance with the court order, the board is withholding RMLF allocation for Kera and Kura in this financial year, as tabulated also in annex that is being provided. I don't want to go through all the figures, but to make it clear to the members, 24.7 million shillings allocated to each constituency is being withheld. Question number 2, regarding the steps implemented by the ministry to ensure transparency and accountability in the expenditure of the fuel levy fund, the ministry submitted that section, according to section 62G and section 26.1 of the Kenya Roads Board Act 1999, gives KRB the mandate to monitor and evaluate, and by means of technical, financial, and performance audits, the delivery of goods, works, and services financed by the fund. Number 4, technical, financial, and performance audit programs have been undertaken by the board from the year 2003 to date, and the findings and the recommendations are disseminated to the roads agencies for action. The ministry therefore provides copies of technical, financial, performance audit reports for Kena, for Kera, for Kura, and for KWS for 22-23, 23-24 to the committee, and it has been availed also to the member. Number 5, Honorable Speaker, regarding the criteria used to prioritize road maintenance and the constructions of projects funded from the fuel levy, the ministry submitted that prior to preparing the annual roads works program, roads agencies carry out annual roads inventory and condition surveys to determine the conditions of the road network under their jurisdiction. And due to budgetary constraints, road prioritization is undertaken in line with the road sector investment program. Under this program, the road maintenance and developments are prioritized in the following order. Number 1, preservation through routine and periodic maintenance of the maintainable road network. Number 2, the road asset restoration through rehabilitation and reconstruction. Number 3 is road improvement and development through upgrading, road widening, junction improvement, and new constructions, including provisions for non-motorized traffic. Number 6, Honorable Speaker, regarding the measures put in place to ensure timely completion of roads project funded from the fuel levy, the ministry submitted that the following measures have been put in place to ensure timely completion of projects funded by the levy. The annual public roads program is an annual program, and therefore projects under this are completed within the financial year. Number 2 is pursuant to section 19(1) and 2 of KRB General Rules 2022, the ministry through KRB monitors implementation of APRP by reviewing quarterly returns from the road agencies which highlight delays and challenges in the execution of the projects. The board makes monthly disbursements for funds to roads agencies to ensure adequate funding and timely completion of the works. The ministry, through the Kenya Institute of Highway and Building Technology, KIBIT, undertakes capacity building of contractors and enhanced quality of works and construction management. Roads agencies have embraced performance-based contracting, and therefore, where contractors are paid to attain set and agreed service levels, the milestones, and penalized for non-compliance with these service levels. Honorable Speaker, regarding the status of disbursements of fuel levy fund between the national government and the county government, and whether counties are sufficiently funded to maintain the road networks under their jurisdiction, the ministry submitted that through KRB regular monitoring and the progress of RMLF-funded projects through technical, financial, and performance audit, the ministry submitted the list of ongoing projects under KENHA, KERA, KURA, and KWS. Fuel levy funds are allocated to road agencies in accordance with the Section 6D of KRB Act. The county governments received 15% of the fuel levy as conditional grants from year 2015-16 to year 2020-21, based on the County Allocation of Revenue Act for maintenance of county roads. The maintenance of county roads is incorporated into the equitable revenue shareable from the exchequer, with counties not receiving fuel levy funds. I thank you, Honorable Speaker. Further, Honorable Speaker, I think the comprehensive answers to this question may be also provided next week when the Minister for Roads and Transport will be in the chambers to answer some of the questions pertaining particularly to the fuel levy fund. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Doris.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The honorable member who has acted as chair is saying that the Kenya Roads Board remits monthly what they've collected from the fuel levy to repair the roads, Mr. Speaker. And then the roads I asked, he has said that they gave me a whole list of roads which I don't have. The only ones they sent don't even exist, because they are telling me, Kisi, they are doing Nyaramba Road. That is in Nyamira, number 1. You are just sending me this information to fill your answers. It is not even correct. Nyaramba, anyone who is listening, Rene, Irene Mayaka and Jerusha here, they are wondering what you are talking about. Nyaramba is in Nyamira. Another thing, Mr. Speaker, they collect 25 shillings per liter. Every time, Mr. Speaker, you fuel, 25 per liter goes to Kenya Roads Board. But it's not a reflection. Maybe if they don't know what I'm talking about, we go a convoy of vehicles. I take them through the Kisi roads, and then we confirm the 25 shillings the Kisi people are paying per liter if it is working. Now they are lying to me that they are repairing Nyaramba Road, which is not in Kisi, Mr. Speaker. And then, on top of it, they have even paid over, I think, 17 billion, what I saw, on pending bills. When you go to Kura, Kenha, they first of all say we have money to do this road, What has accumulated, Mr. Speaker, to 17 billion? Then we are paying every day fuel levy. Why are you, we have never gone to fuel and then we are told, today we will fuel and then there will be pending bills for fuel. Our cars have never asked for pending bills. We fuel, the fuel levy is deducted every time you fuel, Mr. Speaker. So do we bring statements, then we get showed the answers like the way they gave me for bonuses, or it is Donya who doesn't understand what she is doing, Mr. Speaker?
Komingoi, are you misleading Donya?
Donya is not misled, Honorable Speaker. Donya has opted to become particularized to a region on a matter that is of national survey. The question is, there is not enough funds to do all the roads at the same time in the country. The Honorable Member is aware also that there are pending bills of works that have been executed in the country and have not been paid for. Number two is that the 25 shillings she is claiming includes also the 7 shillings that has been allocated for securitization for the purposes of paying the pending bills. I am aware also that truly most roads are not in good condition, not only in Kisii County, including my own constituency and many other parts of this country. Therefore, we are bringing these issues for the House to be made aware that in this financial year alone, by the case that the county governments presented themselves in court, and the court order that is there, 24.7 million shillings allocated to each constituency is being held. And that is the reason why, Honorable Speaker, yesterday, when you gave directions that the minister comes to this House so that he can elucidate further and make clarifications for the purposes of all of us understanding the issue of roads, the current condition of roads, the plan that exists for rehabilitation and maintenance of roads, and the fact that not enough money is being collected only in fuel levy. You may be able also, there was also a presentation that has been done within our committee on how else can funds be made available for us to be able to cater for the needs of all roads and counties.
Lastly, Mr. Speaker, is that fuel levy in this financial year and the proposal for the next financial year will not be given to counties. And that is the position. So on county roads, there will be no funding in this fuel levy, other than the monies that have been appropriated by the House and appropriated by the National Assembly, the county assemblies to fund those roads. But on this matter, only the roads that had been allocated and presented to the ministry through the Kenya Roads Board for funding in the annual plans will be funded. And most of those roads, the list is available. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Majority Leader, your Thursday statement. Johanna Ngeno.
I have briefed him.
Johanna Ngeno. You are behaving like we had a minister in the 7th Parliament called Kamwithi Munyi. He would wait out there until all questions to his ministry are called, then he walks in.
Mr. Speaker, I have briefed him on the statements that he is required to report on the second day after we open,
Yes.
after recess.
Yes.
And so I had done with one of the most diligent members in that committee in the name of Jen Kagiri. Then the chairman, as you say, walked in.
Yes.
So I was just briefing him.
Tell him not to behave like Kamwithi Munyi.
And you know, he is dressed in a pinstrip suit just like Kamwithi Munyi. Honorable Speaker, allow me to go to the
I'm sure Farah
Thursday
remember
statement.
Kamwithi Munyi. Go on, Majority.
On behalf of the House Business Committee, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2a, I rise to give the following statement, which on behalf of the House Business Committee, which met on Tuesday, 15th April 2025, to prioritize business for consideration during the week. Honorable Speaker, with regard to business scheduled for Tuesday next week, the House is expected to consider the following bills at the second reading, if not concluded today. 1, the Learners with Disabilities Bill, Senate Bill number 4 of 2023, the Value Added Tax Amendment Bill of 2025, the Treaty Making and Ratification Amendment number 2 Bill of 2024, the Kenya National Council for Population and Development Bill of 2023, and the National Cohesion and Integration Bill of 2023. In addition, Honorable Speaker, the House will prioritize consideration of the motion on the Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement between the Republic of Kenya and the United Arab Emirates. Further, Honorable Speaker, in accordance with the provisions of Standing Orders 42A5 and 6, I wish to convey that the Cabinet Secretary for Roads and Transport is scheduled to appear before the House on the afternoon of Wednesday, 23rd April 2025, to respond to the following questions. Question by private notice number 07 of 2025 by the member for Kiambu County, Honorable Anne Wamratha, regarding the suspension of Super Metro Sacco Limited operating license. 2, question number 011 of 2025 by the member for North Mugirango, Honorable Joash Nyamoko, regarding the status of the construction of Tombe Isinta, Gitaru, Obuari, Mabariri, Nyamaya, and C21 Ekerenyo, Obuari, Aichabera roads in North Mugirango constituency. Question number 012 of 2025 by the member for Machakos Town, Honorable Caleb Mule, regarding the upgrading of Mwanyani Katoloni Road in Machakos Town constituency to bitumen standards by the Kenya Urban Roads Authority, Kura. Question number 013 of 2025 by the member for Vihiga County, Honorable Beatrice Adagala, regarding the status of the construction of Shamahoho Gitambai Road. Question number 014 of 2025 by the member for Ruiru, Honorable Simon Kingara, regarding the processing of the smart driving licenses in the country. Question number 015 of 2025 by the member for Teso South, Honorable Mary Amase, regarding the rehabilitation and maintenance of the Busia Malaba Road. Question number 053 of 2025 by the member for Moiben, Honorable Professor Phyllis Barto, regarding commencement of the construction works on the Tachasis, Chebeimit, Ainet, Chebarus, and Riadha roads. Question number 054 of 2025 by the member for Kinango, the Honorable Gonzi Rai, regarding the current condition of Kinango Mariakani Road C107 and the impact of the recent rains on its deterioration. Question number 055 of 2025 by the member for Kurisoi South, Honorable Joseph Tonui, regarding the delays in the construction of Lelechwet Cheram Bridge in Kuresoi South constituency. Question 056 of 2025 by the member for Kaiti, Honorable Joshua Kimilu, regarding the current status of C435 road from Sultan Hamoud to Kikoko. Question number 057 of 2025 by the member for Naivasha, Honorable Jane Kihara, regarding compensation of landowners for land acquired by Kenya Railways Corporation for the construction of SGR and the metric gauge railway. Question number 058 of 2025 by the member for Machakos County, Honorable Joyce Kamene, regarding a status report on rehabilitation and improvements on the Mlolongo Quarry Katani Road and other link roads. Question number 059 of 2025 by the member for Starehe, Honorable Amos Mwago, regarding the status rehabilitation of the collapsed bridges in Ngara and Landimawe wards in Starehe constituency. Question 060 of 2025 by the member for West Mugirango, Honorable Stephen Mogaka, regarding the provision of a comprehensive list of all Kera Road projects in West Mugirango constituency for the past 3 financial years, indicating their status, budget allocation, and implementing contractors. Question number 061 of 2025 by the member for Embakasi West, Honorable Mark Mwenje, regarding the measures being taken by the government to ensure the work plans tendered by the Kenya Rural Roads Authority and the Kenya Urban Roads Authority for the financial year 2024-2025 are not suspended due to the lack of funds. And question number 062 of 2025 by the member for Runyenjes, the Honorable Mushangi Karemba, regarding immediate and long-term measures by the ministry to curb the frequent accidents caused by Miraa transport vehicles along the Nairobi-Meru Highway. Honorable Speaker, the House Business Committee shall reconvene again on Tuesday, 22nd April 2025 to schedule business for the rest of the week. As I conclude, Honorable Speaker, I wish to take this opportunity on behalf of the House Business Committee to wish all members and Kenyans at large, including the great people of Kikuyu, a happy Easter. I now wish to lay this statement on the table of the House.
Next order.
Order number 8, special motion, consideration of nominees for appointment as ambassador, permanent representative, and consuls general.
Bashir. We have not proposed it yet. Yeah? Honorable Bashir, you can hear what your colleagues are saying, so make it short. Move your motion. Tell us your seconder.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that, taking into consideration the findings of the Parliamentary Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations in its report on the approval hearing of 4 nominees for appointment as ambassador, permanent representative, and consul general laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, 15th April 2025, and pursuant to the provisional Article 1322C of the Constitution, Section 22 of the Foreign Service Act Cap 185E, and Section 3 and 8 of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act Cap 7F. This House approves the appointment of the following persons as permanent representative, ambassador, and consul general. 1. Engineer Peter Kiblaga Tum, CBS, ambassador to Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. 2. Mrs. Susan Nakombinja Wafula, EGH, as the permanent representative to the permanent mission of Kenya to UN Habitat, Nairobi. 3. Mr. James Bujakane Mutahi, CBS, Consul General to Guangzhou, China. And 4, Mr. Abdi Dubat Fido, Consul General to Arusha, United Republic of Tanzania. Honorable Speaker, the offices of Ambassador, Permanent Representative, and Consul General stand as Kenya's outposts of sovereignty and service. As defined in Section 21 of the Foreign Service Act, the head of mission is not only the President's voice abroad, but the steward of Kenya's foreign policy, the custodian of our image, the leader of the diplomatic staff, and the guardian of public funds. This, they carry the flag, the trust, and the duty all in one. Honorable Speaker, in discharging our mandate as a committee, that is the Committee of Defense, Intelligence, and Foreign Relations, conducted the sessions of vetting guided by Chapter 6 of the Leadership and Integrity Act and animated by the spirit of public participation as enshrined Article 118. We subjected the nominees to rigorous scrutiny, measuring not only their qualification and experience, but also their moral compass, vision, and fitness to carry Kenya's flag across the borders. Honorable Speaker, in keeping with Standing Order 422, your office relayed to the House the President's message regarding the nomination of the 4 persons to serve as ambassador, permanent representative, and consul general. The names were accordingly committed to the committee pursuant to Article 1244A of the Constitution for approval hearings and report within the statutory timelines. Honorable Speaker, to uphold transparency, a public notice was placed in the mainstream dailies on Friday, 28th March 2025, inviting written memoranda of the suitability of otherwise of the nominees as required under Section 6(9) of the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act and Article 118 of the Constitution. To this effect, Honorable Speaker, only one memorandum was received opposing the nomination of Honorable Susan Nakombinja Wafula, EGH. The grounds raised, namely that her earlier dismissal from cabinet invalidated her nomination, were carefully reviewed. Honorable Speaker, the committee, in its considered judgment, observed that the dismissal of Mrs. Susan Nakombinja was effected under Article 1525B of the Constitution, which grants the President discretion to dismiss a cabinet secretary without prescribing grounds for the dismissal. Crucially, the dismissal did not fall under Article 75, which governs ethical misconduct and carries the consequence of disqualifications from future state office. As such, her public service journey remains lawfully unbroken, and the committee found no legal or moral impediment to her continued service to the Republic. Honorable Speaker, in further fulfillment of due diligence, the Clerk of the National Assembly wrote to relevant agencies, the EACC, KRA, DCI, HELP, and ORPP, seeking reports on the nominees' integrity, tax compliance, criminal record status, loan obligations, and political affiliations. All agencies returned clean reports affirming the nominees' good standing. Honorable Speaker, the committee conducted oral approval hearings on Monday, 7th April 2025, evaluating each nominee's academic credentials, professional record integrity, nomination procedure, and overall stability as required under Section 6 and 7 of the Public Appointments Act. Following this exercise, the committee made the following general observations. 1, each nominee stands as a Kenyan citizen and bound by allegiance to any other nation and in full fidelity to Article 78 of the Constitution. 2, they each gave solemn assurance to engage in no other lawful gainful pursuit, placing public duty above private interest in keeping with Article 771. 3, none holds political party office, reflecting impartiality and alignment with the spirit of Article 77(2). 4, they affirmed their adherence to Articles 75 and 76, vowing to uphold ethical conduct and to disclose and manage any potential conflict of interest. And finally, all 4 nominees demonstrated both in paper and presence their competence, integrity, and preparedness worthy of service to the Republic. Honorable Speaker, I just want to pick a few of those nominees so that the members can really understand that what we have gone through as a committee. One of the nominees is Engineer Peter Kivlaga Tum. Honorable Speaker, Engineer Kivlaga Tum found not just a nominee, but a seasoned public servant, a man of quiet diligence and tested resolve. Engineer Tum holds a Master of Science in Energy Management from the University of Nairobi, a Bachelor of Industrial Technology from Regional University, and a postgraduate diploma in Medical Electronics from Queen Mary University of London, with a higher diploma in Electrical Engineering from Kenya Polytechnic. His academic path reflects a mind honed for systems, strategy, and position. His technical acumen aligns seamlessly with Kenya's development footprint in the DRC. Engineer Tum has over 25 years in senior public service. Engineer Tum has stood at the helm of critical reforms as Principal Secretary in Sports, Labor and Health, and as CEO of KMTC. He brings with him the rare ability to weave together cross-sectoral programs, harmonize government and non-state actors, and drive impact with quiet efficiency. His depth of governance satisfies the legal and strategic standards under Section 7C of the Public Appointments Act. No objection has been raised by the public, and the process was under Article 118 of the Constitution was faithfully observed. His nomination sailed unopposed, and rightly so. The committee therefore recommends his appointment. Honorable Speaker, Mrs. Susan Nakhuminja Wafula, the nominee for permanent representative to UN Habitat. Her academic journey has been as follows. She has a Master's of Science in Procurement and Logistics, a Bachelor in Purchasing and Supplies from Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology, and a Diploma in Healthcare Management from the Kenya Institute of Management. In this multidisciplinary grounding, the committee sees not just credentials but capacity to manage complexity, to deliver results, and to steer Kenya's mission with multilateral frameworks. Honorable Speaker, Mrs. Nakhuminja brings over 20 years of experience to the table and therefore is fit to undertake the task that she is nominated for. In line with Article 118 of the Constitution, the committee invited public participation. Only one submission from Mr. Eliud Karanja Motindi opposed her nomination on grounds that she has been dismissed from cabinet through Gazette Notice 8440 of 2024. However, the committee determined that the dismissal was made under Article 1525B, which allows presidential discretion and does not bar future appointment. She was not dismissed under Article 752, which alone carries disqualification. The objection, though duly received, was constitutionally unsubstantiated. The committee therefore recommends her appointment. Honorable Speaker, the last nominee that I want just to talk about is Abdi Dubat Fido, the nominee for Consul General to Arusha, Tanzania. In the person of Mr. Abdi Dubat Fido, the committee encountered not just a nominee, but a man forged in the fibers of public finance, regional diplomacy, and unshakable national purpose. He stands eligible under Article 78(1) and 2 of the Constitution, a Kenyan by birth and by oath, and distracted by dual ties. Honorable Speaker, academically, he has a master's of both numbers and strategy. He holds a Master of Business Administration in Strategy, Planning, and a Bachelor of Commerce in Finance from University of Nairobi. Honorable Speaker, his career has spanned boardrooms and ministries, from PricewaterhouseCoopers to founding and leading consulting firms to serving as Principal Secretary for East African Community Affairs, where he did not watch regional integration from the sidelines, he led it. He negotiated, coordinated, and safeguarded Kenya's position in Arusha, and now returns not as a visitor, but as our chosen voice as a Consul General. Honorable Speaker, in leadership, Fido has not simply managed budgets, he has also steered reform, inspired teams, and delivered results. He is a builder of bridges. His vision for the consulate is clear and forward-looking to deepen Kenya's Tanzania relations, advance regional integration, empower Kenyan SMEs, and strengthen consular service delivery to Kenyans. The committee therefore recommends without reservation the appointment of Mr. Abdi Dubat Fido as Consul General of Kenya to Arusha, United Republic of Kenya. Honorable Speaker, Kofi Annan once said, more than ever before in history, we share a common destiny. In appointing these envoys, we are not just filling posts, we are entrusting the future of Kenya's voice in a shared regional and global journey. Diplomacy is the art of building bridges, securing peace, and advancing prosperity.
Order, Chairman. I don't know if the rules have changed, but ordinarily, whether it's a chairman or anybody, you're not supposed to be reading a text all through. You're supposed to refer to this as notes and make it as brief as possible, please.
Noted, Honorable Speaker. I know the mood of the House is that they just want this thing quickly done, but I am guided.
You understand, I'm sure, yes. So
I get your point.
Wrap it up, wrap it up.
Honorable Speaker, diplomacy is the art of building bridges, securing peace, and advancing prosperity. The committee, therefore, in its wisdom, having looked at all the four nominees, recommends that the House approves the appointment of one, Engineer Peter Kiblaga Tum, CBS, as Ambassador to Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. 2, Mrs. Susan Nakuminja Wafula, EGH, as permanent representative to the permanent mission of Kenya to UN Habitat Nairobi. 3, Mr. James Boyakane Muhati, CBS, as Consul General to Guangzhou, the People's Republic of China, and Mr. Abdi Dubat Fido as Consul General to the United Republic of Tanzania. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move and urge this House to adopt the committee's report. I now respectively invite Honorable Martha Wangare to second. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think my chair has done justice to all the candidates that we are looking at, so I'll make just general comments. Number one, none of these 4 appointments are newbies in public service. They have all very long service in terms of where they have been. For the last, we can account for the last, an average of every person getting about 10 to 20 years of public service. And Mr. Speaker, we were able as a committee to actually mirror them against the Constitution or the requirements, and also against the Public Appointments Parliamentary Approval Act, and we are very satisfied that they are actually up to the task. Mr. Speaker, allow me to speak about the nominee headed to Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. Mr. Speaker, you remember this committee and this House previously rejected a candidate to this station because we felt that he was grossly unfit and unqualified to be able to take up that position. And Mr. Speaker, in this Engineer Kiplagat Tum, we have no doubt, but we also made it very clear that the task ahead of him is quite monumentous, because first of all, he will be almost resuscitating our presence in DRC, given the situation and what has happened in the past. So he has his work cut out for him, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, the issue of UN Habitat, the committee raised a few issues, specifically the issue of integrating UN Habitat with Kenya's government and the better model or the bottom-up economic transformation agenda, that we don't feel like Gigiri is out of Nairobi out of Kenya, that we should still feel that they're in this country and they're able to also join in getting to contribute to our country's growth. Mr. Speaker, the other one is the issue of Guangzhou. Of course, the interest with China. I don't think specifically this Guangzhou center, Mr. Speaker, if you go to the trade and to the trade balance between us and China, you'll find that there's a lot of traffic, including flights going to Guangzhou specifically because of doing business with China. And there's a lot to be able to get from there. And I know this James Buyekane, who has been also a PS, will also do justice to that station. And finally, Mr. Speaker, the issue of Mr. Abdi and the nomination of Mr. Abdi Dubat Fido as the Arusha, in Arusha, in the United Republic of Tanzania as a Consul General was timely. Why? Because, Mr. Speaker, this is the immediate former PS of EAC. So he not only understands the relationship between the EAC countries, but also understands what needs to be done because he has been in that station, Mr. Speaker. So we have done very well as a committee to actually mirror all these appointments, Mr. Speaker, and we have no doubt that they will not only do this country proud, but even the region, Mr. Speaker, because they are one of the best. So allow me to second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Fair enough. That was brief and to the point. Honorable members, I now want to propose a question that, taken into consideration the findings of the Departmental Committee on Defense, Intelligence, and Foreign Relations in its report on the approval hearings of 4 nominees for appointment as ambassador, permanent representative, and consul generals laid on the table of the House on Tuesday, the 15th April, 2025, and pursuant to the provisions of Article 132(2)(e) of the Constitution, Section 22, of the Foreign Service Act, Cap 185E, and Sections 3 and 8 of the Public Appointments Act, Parliamentary Approval Act, Cap 7F. This House approves the appointment of the following persons as permanent representatives, ambassador, and consul generals. 1, Roman 1, ambassador, Engineer Peter Kiplanga Tum, CBS, to go to the mission of Kinshasa in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo. Roman 2, permanent representative, Ms. Susan Nakumicha Wafula, EGH, permanent mission of Kenya to the UN Habitat, Nairobi. Roman 3, A, Mr. James Buyekane Mohati, CBS, Guangzhou, Republic of the People's Republic of China, as Consul General. B, Mr. Abdi Dubat Fido, Arusha, the United Republic of Tanzania, as Consul General. Order, the Honorable, I don't see much interest, but yes, the Honorable, do you want to say something, Majority Leader? Okay, Honorable Kainan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this is a very important motion, Mr. Speaker. Diplomacy, by definition, is the art, science, and the means by which nations and groups conduct their affairs in a way that projects the image of that particular country that we present, in a way that promotes the interest of that particular country, in a way that also protects the interest of that particular country. Mr. Speaker, having said this, under the Vienna Convention, which is the mother of all diplomatic engagements, there are certain critical issues that a diplomat is expected to undertake. In the Kenya context, Mr. Speaker, allow me to say this. As a country, we are not doing well, and we must call a spade a spade. I'm glad that the leader majority is here, and the leader minority is here. Once upon a time, this country was the epicenter of all economic activities in the region, the pride of many African states, in particular south of Sahara. Today, our economy is struggling. Mr. Speaker, once upon a time, this country was the epicenter of humanitarian activities. Today, we are struggling. This country is supposed to be the hub of infrastructure. This country is supposed to be a communication hub, Mr. Speaker. This country is supposed to be a security hub. Mr. Speaker, this is what we wanted. This is the Kenya that we wanted. Mr. Speaker, as much as our intention is to give jobs to individuals who qualify, that paper qualification is not enough. You must have the zeal. You must have the determination. You must have the will to represent Kenya as a premier republic, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, having been the chair of this committee, having overseen the growth of our diplomatic missions, and Mr. Speaker, you are the Deputy Speaker. You remember at that particular time, we had a department, we didn't have even the diaspora department in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You remember the report that we tabled? That led to the establishment of a diaspora desk at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ultimately, that also led to the establishment of diaspora desk in all our missions. Today, by the grace of God, the diaspora community is the single largest foreign exchange earner to our country. The diaspora department has a fully fledged State Department, Mr. Speaker. These are the gains of some of the individuals who are foresighted and ensuring that our diplomatic representation does not only mirror on political engagement, but also mirrors on the economic realities and the well-being of the people of Kenya, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as much as I agree with this, the individuals are qualified. You are appointed as Kenya's representative to UN Habitat. Let me zero on this. This is a technical organization. A technical organization, the UN Human Settlements Program is supposed to promote socially and environmentally sustainable towns and cities. It's also supposed to promote a transformative change in cities and human settlements through knowledge, policy, advice,